Hello friends, welcome to today's Thursday Live here on Patreon. I got it started a little bit early here, hoping that it will click on earlier for you guys and me. I'm definitely not straight. I don't think that helped. Anytime now it should click over. Anyways, how are you all today? How are you all? Especially those of you watching the replay right now since it hasn't clicked over. How has your week been going? Tell me all about it. Oh, there we go. Hello. Hi, friends. I feel like my hair looks like it's in really rough shape today, but I just took a shower. Today, and it's just not doing what I want it to do. Anyways, hello. Hi, Michelle. Hey, everyone. Welcome to today's live here over on Patreon. Hope you're all doing well. I already feel a little pooped out, so if I say some weird stuff, I apologize ahead of time. I just got done not too long ago with the live over on the Craft the Story Facebook page. I need to figure out how to get that video over to December Daily Facebook page too. But, you know, that's a problem. That's a problem for later today or tomorrow. Anyway, so I got done with that. I made a couple of pages, my introductory pages for December Daily, which I'll show you guys here when we get to the desk view in case you weren't able to make that live. And that way you can see how those first couple of pages turned out. I really like them. I think they look pretty awesome. Today. So, confession time. Dia de los Muertos, which is what today's theme is supposed to be about, is a holiday that we celebrate in our family, and it's celebrated in Mexican Hispanic culture on the 31st of October through the 2nd of November. So it's a 3-day celebration. Generally, the biggest 2 days are the 1st and the 2nd. So the 1st of November is traditionally when you celebrate or remember those who passed in your family as children. And then on the 2nd is when you celebrate or remember those in your family who passed as adults. So on Monday, my intention was to prepare all of the things for our celebration, which I typically make a couple of different breads and we decorate, and ideally we would decorate at the beginning of October, but that didn't happen this year because of house projects and whatever. Anyway, to decorate, you make all the stuff, I do, and then on the 2nd, we sit as a family and do our remembrance, our celebration, our storytelling, all of that kind of stuff. Tuesday, the 1st, I actually was behind on a lot of work stuff, so I needed to use the day for work instead of preparation. So then yesterday I did preparation, and today we are going to celebrate. So my confession time is that we are celebrating Dia de los Muertos a day late, which, you know, is outside of the real days for the holiday, but I don't know. I didn't want it to come and go and not celebrate it at all. So the whole point to this story is that I don't have a Dia de los Muertos layout to do with you today. So I'm thinking I may potentially do some kind of bonus live tomorrow and do it tomorrow. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know tomorrow morning if I end up doing that, or we might put it together on Monday in addition to a week of Project Life. Because I want to be able to take photos and really sit and reflect on the story I want to tell. I think this week or this year, I want to do a layout about Pan de Muerto, which I'm currently making right now. It's bread of the dead, and you make it only for Dia de los Muertos. It's one of the main components, one of the almost required, I say that in quotations because really nothing's required, but like a required element to an ofrenda. So it felt weird to put up an ofrenda and not have Pan de Muerto. So I decided to just go ahead and make it this morning, but it takes like 5 hours to make this bread. So anyway, it is currently rising, and I'm going to bake it after I get the kids from school, and then I can take pictures, and then I can actually do the story. So anyway, today we're just going to be working on the 31st, so Halloween. It's technically two Halloween layouts. So for this one, I pulled out my last two prompts, design prompts, which were flip outs and stamping. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a layout that is based on a flip out and a layout that is based on stamping. So without further ado, let's go ahead and turn you guys to desk view, and I will also show you the December daily layouts too. I'll do that first, that way you can see those. So here we go. You know, we did actually watch Coco last night though, which typically is how we start. So we did some things yesterday. I made banana bread, which is what I do every year to remember my grandma. I decorated, I set up the ofrenda, and the kids and I, and Aaron partially, watched Coco, which is for us an easy way to approach the holiday. We watch that with the kids so they can kind of remember what this holiday is all about, and then we do our own thing the next day. Okay, December daily. So here is, I'm doing a 10 by 8 next year, a 10 by 8 this year for December daily. So during that live, I did my inside cover with my calendar. I did my introduction page with a family photo, which I love this photo. And during the live, there were some comments, I don't think there were a lot, but there were some comments about turning it black and white, that it would go better with the colors of the December daily product. I did actually digitally turn it black and white and kind of play around with that to see what I thought about it, and ultimately loved the color photo the best. So I was like, whatever. I know it's kind of fall looking because of the background, but to me, it screams December. We're wearing green, there's yellow, there's red in the leaves. It can be Christmas too. But anyways, love this. So cover page, and then my reason why page is this one. So I've got that beautiful paper, another family photo, debating on adding something here to that photo. I'm not sure yet, but maybe. And then this one actually is one of those black tags. So it'll go like this with reason why on top, but I also kind of love the way this looks. So it might stay like that. I don't know. But anyways, there you go. There's the pages that I did earlier today, which took me forever because, I mean, that live should have lasted 30 minutes less than it did, but I miscalculated on my measurements and had to kind of figure out what to do. So, and that's always really fun to do live, but we figured it out. It's all great. It turned out wonderful. I love it. And now I'm ready for December. Well, now I'm ready to finish October. Then I'll be ready for December. It felt kind of weird to put that together without this being done first. All right. So, oh, and another thing that I saw. So, oh, was it Paula? I saw a message. It might have been from Paula. It might have been, oh, I don't remember. But a comment about old book paper and concerns with acidity of the old book paper. That's really something I never even thought about. P.S. I never think about acidity and things ruining my scrapbooks. I think maybe because while I did start scrapbooking back in the old days of creative memories and creating keepsakes and all that kind of stuff, and I know it was really a big deal back then. It's probably still a big deal now, but I know it was like a thing that was talked about a lot, the acidity of products. Even though I started back then, I was just a kid. And so when I came back to this as an adult, that was just never anything in my radar. So it is highly possible that the book page here could potentially ruin my layouts. I could put like a transparency here to protect at least this photo, but like this one, there's no protecting those. So I suppose when it comes to my scrapbooking and concerns over acidity, pages getting ruined, stuff like that, I guess my motto, my way of thinking is that I have all of this digitally, and I have photos of all the layouts I've created where I've edited the photo of the layout and it exists. So I suppose worst case, if it is ruined, I could always pull out the photos of them and just print them as a digital. That's a possibility for me. So, you know, it is a risk that I am going to run with that layout. It could potentially ruin it. Maybe it won't. Possibly it will. But yeah, I never think about that stuff. Never. So on the back side of that one is where we are going to put Halloween, trick-or-treating, which is going to be a double page spread. And then I have a closing photo, which is this, the closing photo. Because I want to see that pattern, this pattern right here. Come on. This pattern. I want to see this on the last side. So we'll have like a photo with this being the last page. So flip out. So here's what I did. I decided that I wanted to take some digital components and alter them to a bigger size. So what I have is, this is where we're starting from. So I first printed off a large photo of Aaron and the kids and I for our Halloween porch shot, which I have this exact same picture, different costumes, different year from last year. And it's one that I hope to repeat year after year after year. One major regret I do have from Halloween is not taking individual shots or pictures of everybody. So next year, please help me remember to do that, because that would have been really awesome to have, but you know, it's okay. So then I cut out this file from, this was a Citrus Twist cut file for a Citrus Twist album. I erased, there was like a hanging spider and I erased that. And then there was the words trick or treat at the bottom and I erased that. And then I readjusted the sizing so it would fit in this album. So this is going to go in between the trick or treat page and the photo. And then I'll add on top of this my own trick or treat and the number 31. So that's my plan for this side. It's just going to be, you know, adhering everything together. I think I'm going to stitch around this again like I did last year with orange because I love the look of that. You know, and we'll go from there. For the left side of this page, this is where the flip out is going to exist. So I took a 6x4 journaling card that Allie had created for my lesson in Stories of the Season. It says trick or treat at the top. There's a little bit of extra bit here. I should have printed this with the words a little bit smaller because this is going to be hole punched, but I am in the mindset of I don't want to reprint anything, so I'm not going to care. And then the little design at the bottom was the bottom of that same card. So this would have been like a 6x4. I just took it and digitally expanded it into a full page instead. Then I've got a photo that I'm going to add here of all of the kids that came to our house to trick or treat. So I've got my two kids. There's Mabel, my niece, Ryan, our old neighbor, and Elsie, his younger sister. These kids are kind of like bonus nieces and, you know, my bonus nephew and my bonus niece. Like we do so much with them. We're really good friends with their parents. So to me, they're just like more nieces and nephews. So anyway, we had all the kids. I took a picture of them to include here. Then I've got this card. So this right here where you see the 5 sections with the numbers 1 through 5 was another card from the same collection, the Stories of This Season, my lesson. At the top of this was a skull and crossbones. So what I did is I selected only this portion and I made it big enough to fit right here on the trick or treat page, right? So it's going to cover up the photo when it's on top. And then there's this section up at the top where I'm going to add an additional photo. So we've got this right here. That becomes my flip out. Actually, I'm going to go ahead while this is here and add this down. Okay, so then okay, so we'll stick this in here first. That way this is just taken care of. We don't have to worry about it. Okay, so there's that piece, right? So then when this flips open, I cut down a piece of the vellum that was in the mini kit from Allie with the witches hats on it. That's what I'm going to attach in here. And then I'm going to add this card or this little, this was a tag, one of these bigger tags like this one. And I just cut it down to be smaller. And that's going to be this one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing assembled. So I'm going to add my photos first. I cleaned my whole tabletop yesterday. This, by the way, so I craft on an old sewing table, which is just a bit taller than where my hips are. So it's like right at my belly button is how tall this table is. I craft standing up because it's just more comfortable for me that way. And then on top of the table, we used to use this one, my mom and I, when I worked with her, to iron on. So there's actually like a big pad on top of the table, and then it's fabric covered. So it's got a lot of give to it. To make it easier for me to work on with scrapbooking products, because, you know, it's easier to use a harder surface with paper. So I added one of those like foam core boards on top of the table, and that gives me a little bit more stability with, but still some give. And then I've actually got, this is a photo, like a photography background that's white. So I just have that permanently on my desk. The nice thing about the photography thing is it's plastic. So anything that gets on it, whether it's paint or, you know, tape or adhesive, glue, whatever it is, I can rub off with baby wipes, and then it's white again and good as new. I used to use the foam core boards without anything on top of it, and eventually they would get so nasty I'd have to throw them away and then replace it with something new. So this was a great alternative to not have to do that. Now it is possible that I will need to trim this down just a little bit more because of the holes. In fact, we can find out. I think I will. But I might cross that bridge later because I can always swing this out and trim it down after I've got everything inside of the book. I just don't know if that's enough space or if it needs a tiny bit more. I just want this to cover the photo underneath, really. And then for the tag, on this side, I also have a piece of gold ribbon, which I decided to go ahead and put a ribbon in here. I've done twine most of the time because ribbon is quite a bit thicker. But since this is the last real page in my book, I know that I've got some room for a bit more bulk without it, you know, being too much. So knowing that, I was like, I'm getting ribbon instead because I like it. I like it better. So we're gonna put that up here, trim this down. Maybe like that. And then I need to decide, do I want to, it's probably fine. I could burn the edges just to melt them so they won't fray. I could do that. But I don't know, it might not be necessary. And then let's stick this. So I'm not worried about this being interactive. I actually just want it to stick down fully on the vellum. I don't need it to come up or do anything special. Oh, actually. No. I was going to see if Aaron was on his lunch break. I need a piece of paper that's downstairs, but I think he's in a meeting. Darn. I was going to yell at him, like, bring me paper. Okay, so that here. Actually, he might be just watching a show. Never mind. I thought that was a meeting. Okay, and this will stick up the top, out of the top of the book. I'm okay with that. I think that'll be fun. Okay, so there is that portion and this. So these are going to go back to back and attach right here, which will be fun. Actually, it'll stick up in front of my title. Well, do I like that or no? Can I, is it too late? Now that I've stuck you down to not put you further down? Let's see. Oh, it might be okay. It's not going to be okay. No, okay. Well, it stays. Whatever. Whatever, it stays. Okay, well, darn. I didn't think about that. I could do it this way, though. Maybe I'll do it this way, where the journaling's on this side. Okay, I'm going to think about that. The only thing is this one, I kind of like, I don't know. Man, I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay, let's change gears here and let's do this side while I think about how I want to handle that. Oh, also I have this to go over here too. Okay, well, we're gonna just set that aside. We'll come back to it. Okay, so, oh my gosh. I always say, you know, one thing about doing lives like these is you guys get to see like all the faux pas and all the fun things. It just goes to show that, like, you know, as much as we try to have all of our ducks in a row and we try to, you know, do things perfectly, that just is not, that's not real life. Okay, so I'm layering these two things together. One of them is a tag from Allie that said which way to the candy, which made a whole lot of sense for Halloween. Then we've got Spookiest Halloween. This is old from a collection. You. It's from a collection. That's so vague. All right, if you want to come sit over here with your brother, you can do that. Stop eating my box. Hey Pumpkin. That is the collection. Also, I could pink this. I think I will. Why not? Just to give this a little, you know. That's fun. Okay. That makes it a little smaller, which is nice, actually. So, okay, Spookiest Halloween. Which way to the candy? If you go over there and bite my box, you're gonna get kicked out of here. Just telling you. Telling you that right now. Okay. Now, this part. Okay, you're out. You're out. You're done. Go on. Hey, Aaron. Can you bring me up a piece of plain, just copy paper from down there? Just one piece? And I asked him for it. Okay, so, all right, so here we go. Meh. Okay, so I must have already taken off plastic. Hey, thanks. I need that for the flip out. Okay, so let's just, for real, sometimes these things. Okay, yes, for real. Now, should I sew this or should I figure out the flip out? I'm gonna sew this first. I'm gonna sew. Hopefully not have my thread break. Now, this time around, although, big size. Okay. Right, so that's gonna be this side. Now. Okay, so we like the journaling on the inside. I do too. I do too. Okay, would it look really stupid to not... Okay, here's an idea. What if we just like did a tiny little one? I'm doing that with, I'll just staple it. I'm doing that because I like this on the inside, but I don't like it covering my title. Oh gosh. So we're gonna peel some things up here for a moment. And we can add a little bit of this. Tiny attacher. Yeah, I think like that will be fine. Because I need this to be shorter. But I like the gold, right? And that is not centered. Okay, hold on, we'll do this again. And when this page is done, it's gonna look seamless and perfect, but it will not be. Come on. Sometimes that's the fun of scrapbooking, and sometimes that is the frustration of scrapbooking, is, you know, how to pivot when an idea doesn't work. All right. Come on. All right, that is the middle. So we'll do this, we'll do that, and I'm just gonna cut this down. Like that. Good enough. And I think what I'll also do, because it's not like the most secure with that one staple, I'm just gonna grab a piece of tape and stick it behind this. And we're gonna stick that down. Like that, and you'll never know. There, so now it doesn't cover my title and I'm happier with it. So I'm good with that. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this side first, is what I'm gonna do. You over there. So copy paper, plain copy paper, because I don't want to increase the bulk any more than I already have, if I can help it. So we will trim that down, put that to the side, fold this piece in half. Okay, like that. Very good. I'm going to put together this part first so I can trim it to the same size as that. There you are. So that's going to be this side. Which will be the vellum.
I was glad to find a reason to use the vellum because I like it and the variety of it. Like I love the vellum, but hadn't found a way to include it quite yet because it's so dark. And a lot of times I like vellum for these projects to be a little bit more opaque so I can see through to whatever's behind them. This worked to just kind of use it like a pattern paper instead. All right, so there's that. That also, by taking away the knot and just having there be a staple, it's not as pretty. Like, I will say that. It's not as pretty as the knot, but it's flatter too. That was a lot bulkier when I had the knot in it. Even though a staple adds some dimension and bulk, it still doesn't as much as the knot. Okay, so we'll stick this on here. This layout took me a while to figure out how I wanted it to look and how to function, because I had a lot of pictures and I wanted to include more than just one picture, but I wanted to have a large picture and I wanted to tell a lot of stories. You know, so it's like, how do you combine all the components to make this? To make this work. Okay, there. So there's that. And I like this on this side because I feel like it gives you a visual break from all the photos. Like, you've got photos and photos. So if this was here too, it's just like, it's a lot. Whereas this gives you some rest in between all of the things. So we'll add tape to the inside. Oh man, another refill bites the dust. I got more where that came from. So I'm like, where was I taping? Right here. Okay. All right, so positioning this. I want it to go right there, and it's just a matter of making sure we are aligned. We'll wrap that around to the back, and then that gives me this part. So there's my flip. Yay. I also had where I wanted to use these. And I do like that, so I'm going to. I'll do it like there. I could remove some of the chipboard off of this to make it thinner, but I'm not going to. We're just gonna leave it. Boo, happy Halloween, yay. Okay, so then we can move to this side. So here's the question. Should I sew this onto the transparency using gold thread or using orange thread? I think because this is going to go here. I kind of think maybe the gold, because we've got gold over here. Thinking gold, because this is the only really, these are kind of orange, you know. My machine would like orange better, but I think I would like gold better. So that's what we're gonna do. let's do the gold. So I'm going to put aside my photo and all that other stuff. And all we're going to do is stitch down around the outside edge of this with gold thread. I'm not going to do anything to the web part. I'm going to let them just be unattached or unadhered. I think it'll be fine. It's going into a book. It'll be fine. So I stand at my table while I craft, right? So lately, when I come here and do these live videos, the kittens, who are getting big, I mean, they're definitely growing, the kittens are, they like to come in here. Maybe they just like to hear me talk. Who knows? Anyway, they come in here and they decided that their favorite place to lay down to sleep is in between my feet as I stand here. It's like yesterday I kept stepping on the cat. Can I move you? Can I move you? You're kind of in my way. Can I just move you a little bit? Like right here. How about right there? Stay right there. I just don't want to step on you. Silly animals. Okay, so let's stitch a transparency, shall we? Oh, right, which isn't, it's not threaded because it broke or it misbehaved during my December daily live or whatever that was, Craft the Story Live. All right. And it's actually, I've got some glue on this because I decided to stitch something that I had already taped down. Whoops. Okay, that feels better. All right. There's that, and that. And we'll try this again and see if it'll cooperate. Okay, so. Caleb, you're putting away your pack and play to use and hold all the things in the universe, and I'm storing all the crap and finding place for it. That's so funny. Caleb, I'm so excited for your tree farm pictures. That's what we did that last year, Erin and the kids and I. So Tammy came. That's who took our pictures this year too. Tammy came and took our pictures, and we went to this tree farm that's just down the road from us, and they turned out so cute. So it's gonna be, I can't wait to see them. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing. So just, you know, caution to the wind. Goes. Too good to be true that it was going to make it all the way. It is partially the gold. My other threads don't break like this, but it's also, as I've said before, the fact that I have it, you know, thread to something that it shouldn't be. Okay. All right, up. just need to like go to Joann's one of these days. I haven't been to Joann's in, gosh, so long. First of all, I need white thread. I don't have any. So I need to go get some of that. But also, I bet you I could find that thing because Joann's sells Janome machines. So they probably have one that would fit my machine there. I just need to go one of these days. It would be fun anyways because they have a lot of decorations and stuff that's fun to look at. All right, let's see if we last. Keep your fingers crossed. Didn't even last one stitch. Ugh. Sometimes. Come on. Don't be a brat. Okay, never mind. We're going to manually start this thing because otherwise this, okay. Bane of my existence. Stupid machine. For the love of God, do what you're supposed to do. Hey, again, and for those of you who are still here, awesome. So, yeah, the same 3 or 4. Hey, okay, we're there. We're here. We're live. I apologize about that. I don't know why that just did that. I don't know what just happened. I'm going to say that it's just, is it a full moon tonight? Is there something I don't know about? Something in the water? I don't know. All you missed out on was me struggling, really, really struggling to get this stitched on here. And that took me forever. So that's all you missed. Hey. I don't know if you could even hear me. I don't know. That was super weird. My phone was like blank screen turned off. Like, I wonder, did it overheat? And it just like, because it shouldn't do that. Anyway, I digress. We got this stitched on. That took me a lot. That was very stressful, but it's on there. I stapled on Trick or Treat and we added on the number 31. And then that completed this page, which is nice. So you just got to miss out on a lot of angry stitching. You couldn't hear me, couldn't see anything. Okay. Well, not a full moon. You know, the moon would have had me fooled. I feel like it's one of those days. Okay, so we've got this layout. I will read the journaling. And then we'll move on to the final page, which is just going to be a bunch of stamping. So for this one, I said, this has 4 sections. So I said, this year we invited all of our family and friends to our house for trick-or-treating. Since we live in a giant neighborhood, it makes our house the prime spot. We told everyone to arrive by 4 or 4:30 p.m. Another benefit that we love about our neighborhood is the early trick-or-treating times. Instead of starting at 6 p.m. like the rest of the town, our neighborhood starts at 5 p.m. It's nice because we're done before it's dark. For Halloween this year, Isabella and I both dressed as witches, while Aaron dressed as Mario and Jonah was Luigi. May was a gray kitty, Elsie was Bluey, and Ryan was Bowser. Perfect for the Mario Brothers theme. All week long, the weather app said that we would experience rain early on Halloween morning and then cloudy skies for the evening. Well, they were wrong. The skies opened and poured rain starting right at 5 p.m. Wouldn't you know it? The group still managed to trick-or-treat for about an hour and a half before the kids decided they were done. We came back home to get dry and eat dinner. It was nice to hang out for a bit with my parents, Chrissy and Tito too. So then on the inside of this, on the tag, what I did is I wrote down all of the people who came to our house for trick-or-treating, ages of Aaron, myself, and all the kids. And then I called them honorable mentions for people, our family members, who came to just kind of help out. So for the Idunate family, my Idunate family, I have Aaron as Mario, me as a witch, Isabella as a purple witch, and Jonah as a Luigi. Then I have Idunate family, meaning Alex and Caitlin. So Alex was Totoro, Caitlin was Totoro, and Mabel was a gray kitty cat. For the Peru's, I have Adam, their dad was Snorlax, Ashley, their mom was Evie, Ryan was Bowser, and Elsie was Bluey. And then honorable mentions for helping, I have Kurt, my dad, as a candy hander-outer, Jody, my mom, as a candy hander-outer, Christina Idunate, my sister-in-law, who was our pie maker, and Philip Idunate, my father-in-law, who was our child entertainer. So they have their honorable mention roles. And that's what I wrote for our Halloween story this year. For the final page in this album, I have printed one last full-page photo that will go on the back side of the porch photo of Aaron and the kids and I. This one I was using, keeps doing this. Okay, hold on a second. If you can hear me, hold on a second, because I'm gonna see if I can like manually make this stay on. Oh God. I don't understand. Am I like squeezing something? Ugh. I don't understand why my phone keeps turning off during... I don't understand why this is doing this, but okay, we're going for it. I'm gonna finish this. We're gonna finish this darn project. We're gonna finish it. So, photo of everybody trick-or-treating. Stamps, the theme. I'm gonna pull out anything that says Halloween, and I just wanna like make it say Halloween down at the bottom everywhere. That's all, and that's all I'm doing. That's gonna be how this ends. Oh my gosh. I'm glad it's doing this for you guys, because you all will forgive the stupid phone issues, and not when I was live for Allie earlier. Like, oh my gosh, that would have been, no matter what, it's stressful when things don't cooperate. But, you know, it could always be more stressful when it doesn't need to be. So, I'm thinking like, would you fit here? I want you at the bottom. Does this fit at the bottom? Oops, like if I did Halloween there, Happy Halloween here. It's gonna be hole punched over there, right? So we're just gonna kind of adjust things, put them here maybe. Maybe that one can go here. What does this say? Got All Hallows Eve. That could go here. October 31st could go there. Do I have anything small? Do you believe in magic? Which isn't really Halloween, but you know. But I might just do it. Well, I could do a bat. What if I did a bat like up here? And then down in this corner, did the Do You Believe in Magic? I kind of want to do that. And then it'll be hole punched. And that'll be that. I don't know. It could be interesting. So we're gonna try and see how it works. Okay. So I know for sure that Happy and Halloween is gonna go at the bottom. Okay, so Happy, Halloween, and I'm going to use my, what is this, Close to My Heart Archival Black, because it just stamps really nicely. I don't know, sometimes I feel like using this one, and sometimes I feel like using other ones. I don't really have a rhyme or reason to a lot of things I do. All right, so we're gonna go, I don't know, did I have this like right here? Sure, in the middle. Let's do it. Oh, chamois. Caleb, did it rain for you guys too? For Halloween? I cannot believe it. It has been, it has been beautiful this week. Beautiful. Like today is a high of 70. Yesterday was a high of like 67. It's been sunny. It's been just absolutely gorgeous. And last weekend, it was absolutely gorgeous. So the only bad weather day, the only one, was Halloween. And it was only, like, it was at its worst during trick-or-treating. Like, I just can't even believe it. It almost makes me mad every day when there's a nice weather day. I'm like, you know, this is dumb. You know, we should have had nice weather for Halloween. Not the days when we're specifically staying inside. But that's just the way it goes, isn't it? All right, so next one I'm going to put here. Just stamping it down and hoping for the best. Sometimes it doesn't, all the ink doesn't come off. Oh, that's mostly because I don't prep them. Like I could ink it, stamp it, ink it, stamp it again, and it would not be as textured. We'll call it textured. But it's Halloween. Who cares? Even if it wasn't, I'd probably still say that. Okay, you are 2019. It doesn't bother me. Okay, Do You Believe in Magic? Which, you know, I guess is the only one. Maybe I'll stamp some other ones in here just for good measure that aren't Halloween. You go here. Okay. That's gonna go here. This one. This one I want to be straight. Well, it was perfect for you. I'm so sad. I mean, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Caleb lives he lives a state away from us. So I'm like, of course you guys got the good weather. But you know what? It's okay. You had a little one. You guys needed the good weather. Yeah. All right, do I have them? No, I have the bat. I was gonna put in here too, right? So I am so frustrated. But I'm finishing this. Look out. Has it popped over again yet? All right. I feel like I probably just need to turn my phone off and back on again. I don't know. Look out. Okay. What can I put over here? Ooh, this would work. I'm literally just filling the entire grassy section with stamps. It's all that I'm doing right now. Okay, this will be the last one. I'll stick that thing down and then we'll be done. And I will go pick my kids up and bring them back and drink myself a beer. I need it at this point. All right, there's that. So we've got, I filled around this spot because I'm just gonna add this on there. Let's do that before my phone decides to poop out again. I'm wondering if it might be overheating. I'm like, is that happening? I don't know. I don't know. But I just want to get this done and be done. Okay, happy Halloween. There, there. There and there. Okay, so yay, layout done. Stamping, lots of stamping is what we've got here. The theme was stamping, so you know what? I went and I stamped. Okay, so let's throw all this away and bring this back over and put it in place and be done. All right, so book, volume 2, Halloween, bam, bam, flip, done, transparency, photo, backside of photo is our Happy Halloween, final page. There we go, friends. October Daily is done. So volume 2 ends at about this thick, which I think is pretty similar to volume 1. I think they're about the same in thickness. So they'll be like that, spiral bound, which I'm going to work on over the weekend. And then I will film a flip through to share once I get them bound. But yay, yay for October Daily. Another year documented. Okay, so, oh, thank you, Amber. I love them too. They're so fun. There are still 11 faithfuls. You guys are hilarious. You're hilarious. Okay, so tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow I do not have anything scheduled to do with all of you, so there's nothing on the schedule. However, if I have a chance to put together my Dia de los Muertos story tonight or tomorrow morning, I may do a spontaneous live and put that page together for my album so that this week can just be, you know, putting a final cap on the day. I may even do a live in the evening tomorrow because the kids are staying over at my parents and Aaron has a game night and I don't have any plans other than to just probably bind these two things. And okay, friends, I am over it. So goodbye. Have a great day. Enjoy your Thursday. Bye, friends. Bye-bye.